Yo, what's up? It's Fortune here. And I haven't done a video in a while, but I just want to go over what's coming up this week in the 1.8.3 update for the division. So let's get right into it. So let's quickly talk about bug fixes. So 1.8.3, the running in place glitch that would happen while you were affected by a status effect while inside of your support station will no longer happen. So that's freaking awesome. It's been highlighted by the community all over the place. So glad that they finally got around to doing that. I know it took them so long, but yeah. And also the showstopper, being able to shoot that faster than it's supposed to with well-timed trigger pulls. They said that will no longer happen, but it will sound like it's happened, but the damage will not be there. So that's great. So let's talk about Striker, which is the main subject for the 1.8.3 update. So for PvE, it got a minor healing nerf. You won't even notice it. But for PvP now, inside the Dark Zone, Last Stand, and Skirmish, what I can understand, it's been nerfed down to the 4-piece with healing, basically. So one shot is one stack. That goes for shotguns also. So your pellets are one stack instead of two. And also the EMP affects it differently. Instead of just pausing your stacks, and being able to come back and have a full stack after the EMP effect wears off, you will lose those stacks at the normal rate while being EMP'd. Which I think it should just take away your stacks completely, but I'm a Pred player. I really hate Striker, so yeah, that's just my opinion. But anyway, I think that's a great change. It's not too strong, and I have to wait to see how the stacks affects PvP. So now let's talk about the change that's going to affect most players, and it's definitely going to affect me, which is the drop and pop for the support station. Basically, the master mod lets you preemptively blow up your box so that you can get a heal, and that heal is normally 33% of your health, and also if you're at full health it gives you an overheal. So basically they're going to nerf that, and yeah, basically I'm just going to roll the clip of Terry explaining why he didn't like that and what you're going to have to do to get the heal out of the master mod. So here it is.
Well, I'm sure some people will just yell at my face when I say this, but I wasn't a fan of what we call the drop and pop. I realize that it's a tactic, and it's a tactic that's used a lot because of survivability and PvP, and it's a great way to elongate fights and get instant heals. I didn't really like watching it, and I felt kind of dirty doing it as well. I didn't like the fact that in many cases it was possible for players to get a bigger heal from dropping and popping than using the first aid skill, because of where their skill power was. And so, I asked the designers to take a look at it. And so we didn't want to remove the functionality altogether. I like the tactic of it, just not how much heal it was giving. So I feel like you guys have discussed with the changes that were made, but I like the new combat scenarios that it started presenting players when you had to let the support station live a little bit longer before you popped it to get that max heal. So in our testing, we saw players starting to place it strategically and moving around the combat and not popping it right away, and then using some other resources to stretch out the fight, and then retreating to where they put their support station and then popping it. And that felt a lot cooler. It felt more tactical. So I like it a lot better.
Right.
Now players will have to adjust. I realize that. I've seen literally almost every streamer do the drop and pop, and of course, why not? Because it functions so well. But hopefully they'll adjust and appreciate these new tactics and scenarios that will happen.
Yeah, so the way I just interpreted that clip is that the drop and pop will basically give you little to no heal, and leaving your box down, then linger for a while doing your thing, and then going back to it will give you a much more massive heal as it's been out longer. So that's how I interpret that. Let me know how you guys feel about that, or if you interpret it a different way. But yeah, I think that's it for now, and I'm probably gonna let this skirmish match play out, and tell me what you guys think about 1.8.3, the striker nerf. I had a couple friends who dropped the game. Tell me if you're still going to be playing it. And yeah, Ilfortune out.
Come on, get me up. Come on, get me up. Damn. What I get for trying to help everybody else. Goddamn.
Just 5 kills left. You're wiping the floor with them. Five minutes left till you win.
Oh,
You're the winner.
12 down.
I had to leave so I could bring it back. Look, the real is back, how real is that?